This is my review on Thor and Thor the Dark World. I give both the first two Thor movies a 8 out of 10. And both movies have very beautiful, interesting visuals. Very beautiful looking films. They are with this visual gets creative with. And I like the stories and the story structure, the story all the stories how they're structured in each Thor movies that I mentioned that I'm reviewing in this video. And I have a few more problems with it. Like, I wish there was more magic. I wish there was more action, and I think Thor: The Dark World came closer in some ways than Thor 1 did, but in some ways I think Thor 1 did a better job making you feel more personal and attached to the main character than Thor 2 did. Because I think Thor 1 told a more interesting story, was a better story overall than Thor 2. Thor 2 was probably a better looking film visually because of the lack of Dutch angles that Thor 1 had. Constantly too many of in the action scenes often, or it's just the talking scenes. I can't remember. I think it was the talking scenes. Yeah, I think most of the talking stuff was shot in Dutch English, and the action stuff not so much. But the action doesn't happen a lot often in the first Thor movie, like it does unlike the sequel Thor 2, The Dark World. So you want a bit more action comic book movie, go for Thor: The Dark World. But if you want a more story-driven movie, go for the first Thor movie, I guess. If you want to feel more connected to the character of Thor, and, get a better story overall, and overall it's the best Thor movie overall to this day, I think, in the MCU canon. Not just the two I'm reviewing, but the other two after this that I'm not reviewing because those movies suck and boring to me, and so predictable and unimaginative, those Taika Waititi Thor movies. So what I'm trying to say is I think somewhere between Thor: The Dark World and the first Thor movie, there is the perfect Thor movie that I want to see. That I'm not going to ever get a chance to probably see in live action. So the day I'll give a Thor movie a 10 out of 10 and not an 8 out of 10 is the day that I'll get the Thor movie that's like Thor and Thor: The Dark World together. Which is never going to happen in my fucking life. I doubt it. So that's why I give the first two Thor movies an 8 out of 10. now I'm going to review Ant-Man, the first one. I give that a Ant-Man movie a 8 out of 10. Because I think the villain sucks in this movie, Yellow Jacket. The villain sucks. He's lame. He has no depth, really. He's just boring. I mean, he has a grudge against Hank because he wouldn't trust him with his top secret invention of his formula string for that people tried to duplicate who cry me up with Yellow Jacket. He's such a whiny little pussy. This character of a villain. In a very feminine way. Like a little girl, a schoolgirl, he acts like this villain. Has the personality of a little mean schoolgirl. Like that you see in movies. That's what Yellow Jacket's personality of. But he's a grown ass man that's wearing a business suit. Until he takes on the Yellow Jacket and wears the Yellow Jacket costume finally. And the third one is going toe-to-toe with Scott Lang as the Ant-Man. The new Ant-Man. So, because the older Ant-Man's retired. Hank is retired. And another reason why I give this an 8 out of 10, I was kind of hoping that this movie was going to be about Scott Lang's Ant-Man, because I was more used to him being Ant-Man. Before I saw the Ant-Man movie. I was more used to seeing this, well, not Scott Lang as Ant-Man, but Hank Pym as Ant-Man. I have more knowledge of him being Ant-Man than Scott. So I was hoping that I just hope Marvel was going to pick the OG Ant-Man, but it was a bit of a letdown. They didn't give me that, you know? For the main lead of Ant-Man movie it just wasn't. I just don't like Scott as much as I guess Scott's. I still like Scott Lang, the Ant-Man. Once I seeing this movie, I still like him. You know, I was surprised it was a different Ant-Man in the a secret identity in the costume than the one I was used to, than the one I was wearing. And also, I do like this movie a lot. I like the themes that it's going for about family, and I like the things going for about family and redemption, and also the look in this and becoming a hero and pulling off a heist to save the world. I thought that was a fun plot. This was of that plot. That was this plot, and so that's the plot and things it goes for this. So. And I don't think it's a bad movie. I give it 8 out of 10 Ant-Man. I just don't think it's one of my... I don't know. I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10 because I felt like it was kind of rushed at times. Like, sometimes it felt like abruptly rushed. And then it felt kind of like it ended abruptly. Just so they can set up the advertising Civil War event from Captain America Civil War movie that will lead into, where Ant-Man plays a role in it. And that's why I give Ant-Man 1, the first Ant-Man movie from, I remember it was from 2015 or 14, I think this movie came out in. Ant-Man, I give a 8 out of 10. It's not that bad of a movie, I thought. It was pretty damn good fun, I thought. In a way, it's kind of a classic, I'd call it. It's just not a 10 out of 10 classic. But an 8 out of 10 for me is still pretty damn good score. So, yeah. I approve this movie. Okay. So hit the bell after hitting the subscribe button. Hit the bell button. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell in that order. And if you like my content, like this video, hit the thumbs up on this video. If you like this video. Okay. Bye bye.